So recently, I had a client from my past come back for services. This is a return client. I haven't done work for that person since 2018, but I believe they were satisfied with the service that I offered them at the time. So they came back for a second run. Now, this situation is a little complicated because there are some adjustments that had to be made. Adjustments in regards to a ring which they received from their target or their lover. Right now, we're in the process of redoing the ring, but we're going to do it in a very sneaky way. It's going to be right under his eyes because the thing is, this guy is a very sentimental individual. This is very important because when you're talking about bijoux consacrés or magical rings, these things have to be built correctly. Now, you can't just put random stones on a ring and expect things to work out for you. See, sometimes you can have a ring that's not put together well, and it can cause hostility and problems in your relationship. So, coupled with the work that I'm supposed to do for her, I recommended that she changes one of the stones or redo a separate ring or make a copy of that ring but change one of the stones so that when he gazes at the ring he doesn't realize the difference. See, this thing is more complicated, and I'm going to speak on a very educated level in the field of gemology. See, there's different colors of stones. I believe this client has a stone morganite, but the morganite has a brownish color. So you know what has to be done? There has to be a certain stone that matches that color. It's not going to be morganite. It's actually going to be another stone. And I don't want to say it because I know there's people that want to copy what I do. Nobody's original today. You have people that market themselves after me or try to be like me. So this is why I withhold information for public knowledge. So listen, the stone has to be changed into a stone which is harmonious. So you have to understand, when you're wearing these gemstones in these rings, what happens is there has to be compatibility. There has to be listen, this stuff has to be ritualistically put together, because if you're just buying a random ring, you're picking up random rings, you don't know whether the energy is off by the person who previously wore it, or if it's basically the stuff has been put together correctly. You don't know whether the metal's good, because sometimes you can denature metal, and most people know I don't really rock with white gold like that, because I feel like white gold itself is denatured. It's electroplated. It's gold that's electroplated. So these things have to be taken into consideration when you're buying a ring, and especially if you're getting married. See, people, listen, it's not a coincidence that some people get married and they break up after a while. They're getting married with certain stones that's not even put together well. So now they get into a relationship, they're married whatsoever, now they start arguing and fighting. So listen, I say this. You have to be careful and select your jewelry with prudence. Know what you're doing, because when you get a ring, you don't want to be spending $5,000-$6,000 on a ring, and next thing you know, the shit is off, and now you wondering why the fuck you're arguing with your lover. I try to withhold that, but I had to let it go. I just have a moment of Tourette's. But anyhow, I had to let that go. Listen, you don't want to do that, because now you finish spending all this money on his ring, and now all of a sudden, shit, it's causing more problems to you than good in your life. So listen, I just want to make this video as a heads up to you people. When you're selecting a ring, please, if you're a spiritual person, you got a spiritualist that specializes in that. Not every spiritualist knows what the fuck they're doing when it comes to that. But you want to get somebody that's, specialist at, magical jewelry, bijoux consacré, and even in the Haitian community, listen, there's a lot of jokers and fools out here that actually think they know what they're doing when it comes to that. No, you got to do your diligence in your search for a person that knows what the fuck they're doing.